Hey there! Today we're cracking open a book that's been a secret weapon for top athletes, superstar salespeople, you name it, for decades. It's Maxwell Maltz's Psychocybernetics, and it's all about a powerful, kind of hidden success mechanism that's already built right into your brain. But first, let's start with a question you've probably asked yourself. I know I have. Why do we get in our own way? You know, you have goals, you've got the willpower, but it feels like some invisible force just holds you back or snaps you right back to where you started. What is that? Well, Maxwell Maltz had a name for it, the self-image. He said this internal picture we hold of ourselves, who we think we are, is the foundation for absolutely everything. If you see yourself deep down as a failure, you will unconsciously find a way to fail. But if you see yourself as a success, you'll find a way to succeed. It's like the master program running in the background of your mind. Okay, let's get into this, because what's so fascinating is where this idea came from. It wasn't from a psychologist's office, nope. It came from the operating room of a plastic surgeon. So you've got Dr. Maltz, right? His day job is literally fixing scars, changing people's physical appearance. He figured, hey, give someone a new face and you'll give them a new life. But he started noticing something really strange. That's not always what happened. The physical change, it wasn't the real key. So what was going on? I mean, some of his patients were completely transformed. Their confidence just exploded, and they went out and built these incredible new lives. But then there were others. Even after a perfect surgery, they'd look in the mirror and insist nothing had changed. They still saw the same old flaws. And that's when Maltz had his epiphany. The real scar wasn't on their face. It was etched deep into their self-image. And this wasn't just about looks. Get this, check out these student turnarounds. There was a student who was a terrible speller, right? Consistently failing. He was coached to change his self-definition from I'm a bad speller to I'm a good speller. His average jumped to 91%. Another one, a guy who flunked out of college, went on to become a straight A student. The only thing that changed was their inner blueprint. This discovery, this is what led Maltz to his central idea. Our brain has a built-in guidance system. He called it an automatic success mechanism, and it's working for us all the time, whether we know it or not. He called the whole field Psychocybernetics. Now, cybernetics sounds fancy, but it just comes from a Greek word that means steersman, the guy who steers a ship. Think about it like a guided torpedo. That torpedo doesn't use willpower to find its target. It has this automatic system that makes thousands of tiny course corrections, zigging and zagging until boom, it hits the target. Your brain, Maltz said, works the exact same way. And here's the part you really gotta get. This mechanism is completely impersonal. It doesn't have feelings. It doesn't judge you. It's just a goal-striving machine. It honestly doesn't care if the target you give it is, I'm a total failure, or I am a massive success. It will just work automatically 24/7 to hit whichever target you feed it. And this is why the very same system can either be your best friend or your worst enemy. If your target is success, you see a mistake and your brain just goes, okay, that didn't work, course correct, it's just feedback. But if your internal target is failure, you make that same mistake and your brain goes, see, I told you, you can't do it. It uses it as proof. It's the same system, just aimed at a totally different target. Okay, so if this whole thing is running on autopilot, how in the world do we grab the steering wheel? How do we give it a new, better target? Well, first we gotta understand how the old one got programmed in there in the first place. See, your self-image wasn't something you were born with. It was programmed into you. It's built from things you heard from people you trusted, parents, teachers. It gets cemented by really intense emotional experiences. And it's reinforced by hearing the same messages over and over and over again. That's why those old beliefs feel so real, so permanent. But here's the good news. Maltz gave us the key to rewriting that script, our imagination. And get this, your nervous system literally cannot tell the difference between a real experience and an experience that you imagine vividly and in great detail. So by imagining yourself succeeding, you are feeding new data, brand new experiences directly to your guidance system. So that brings us to the fun part, the practical stuff. Enough theory. How do we actually do this? What are the action steps? Maltz laid out some incredibly powerful and really simple techniques. The core technique is mental rehearsal.
You might have heard it called creative visualization. It's a super simple 3-step process. First, get a really clear, detailed mental picture of what you want. Second, you just vividly rehearse it over and over in your mind. Feel the feelings of already having done it successfully. And third, you just relax. When it's time to actually do the thing, you let your automatic mechanism, which has already done it a dozen times, take over.
And hey, don't just take my word for it. This isn't just some wacky theory. This stuff has been proven time and time again in the real world. The legendary coach Vince Lombardi used these principles to build a dynasty. Sales guru Zig Ziglar built his entire philosophy on it. Entrepreneurs like Ray Kroc literally imagined McDonald's into existence. It's a game changer for high performance. So, as we start to bring this all home, let's just crystallize the key ideas into a blueprint, something you can take away and start using like today. Here are the 4 cornerstones. First, your self-image is running the show. It dictates your reality. Second, you have an automatic success machine ready and waiting for instructions. Third, your imagination is the programming language. And finally, and this one is so important, mistakes are not failures. They're just feedback. They're the little zigs and zags that help you steer. Ultimately, it all comes back to this one thing: building a strong, positive self-image. When that internal blueprint is solid, your performance in every single area of your life just gets better. It really is the foundation for everything else. So, the final thought I want to leave you with is this. Psychocybernetics teaches us that we are the steersmen of our own ship. The guidance system is already built in. All we have to do is give it a destination. The only real limits are the ones you choose to accept. So, what goal are you going to steer yourself towards, starting today?